Thank you very much. So, leadership in the age of AI. Fundamentally, we're talking about the fear of progress. You know, throughout human history, every single great leap forward has been met with one reaction: panic. Every time there's a new technology, we panic. The printing press, it's going to corrupt the minds of our youth. The steam engine is going to cause mass unemployment. It's going to drive workers into the ground. The internet, well, that's the end of human interaction as we know it, but here we all are, sort of doom scrolling on our phones. And then there's artificial intelligence, AI. Every morning it feels like we wake up to a new reality. On day one, we have ChatGPT, it's king of the hill. By lunchtime, DeepSeek has come out with a new model, and then tomorrow it's going to be Alibaba with whatever they have. Nobody saw it coming, but it's been there for a while. AI is updating so fast, it's like following the stock market. Except the only thing we can be completely certain of is that by the time this talk ends, we'll probably be out of step with the technology that underpins it all. So what do we do with all this change? Well, there are generally two types of responses, typically extremes. There's doom and delight. Some people look at AI and see Skynet, automatons, machines that are going to take over the world, they're going to replace us all, and eventually, well, you know how that movie ends. The other alternative is Star Trek, a world where AI doesn't replace us all, it frees us. It creates a society where people don't work to survive, they work to create, to explore, to push past boundaries, to explore human potential, to go where no man or woman has gone before. But here's the thing, neither outcome is written, because we're the ones writing this story. The real question is, who's leading the AI revolution? And what kind of future are they building? That's what we need to talk about today. Not whether AI will take over the world, but how we as leaders, as decision makers, as humans, choose to shape its role in our world. So let's talk about the facts, not the fears. Let's be clear. AI is not magic. It's just math. Math, data, algorithms running at an absurdly fast speed. But in that speed, industries are changing overnight. And if you're wondering whether AI is going to affect your industry, well, I have news for you, it already has. The question isn't if AI is going to affect your world, it's how soon. It started with scientific discovery. AI pushed science decades ahead with DeepMind's AlphaFold solving protein folding problems, revolutionizing biology. Google has MedPalm, IBM has Watson Health. All of these diagnostics are transforming healthcare from predictive medicine to personalized treatment. Then we have language mastery. AI now understands context, nuance, and intent. LLMs like GPT and DeepSeek can write, translate, and summarize near human levels. The gap between AI and human communication is closing extremely fast. Then we have multimodal intelligence. AI isn't just reading anymore. It's seeing, it's listening, and understanding. Most of these LLMs can analyze text, images, videos, audio, powering AI assistants that can watch, summarize, and even edit faster than human beings. Then we have predictive analysis. It's not just reactive anymore. It's actually helping us prepare for the future. It's revolutionizing logistics, automating workflows, and forecasting trends in real time. And then finally, we have generative creativity. It's not just creating stuff from scratch. It's an artist, it's a writer, it's a filmmaker. Visual models like VO and Midjourney are capable of creating stunning visuals, while ByteDance's Omnihuman can even make Taylor Swift sing in Japanese or bring back Albert Einstein for a TED talk like this. The line between human and machine creativity is blurring. And this isn't just cool tech. It's changing the way that we think, the way we work, and the way we lead. AI is absurdly fast at learning. But remember, the technology itself is still a toddler when we just consider it. It doesn't truly understand what it's learning. Like a toddler, it's repeating words without grasping the meaning. It mimics patterns but lacks context, reasoning, or emotional intelligence. It's brilliant in some areas, hilariously incompetent in others. It can beat the best grandmasters in chess. It can diagnose diseases. And then for some reason, it'll say that giraffes can fly because they have long necks. It has no self-awareness, no real intent. AI doesn't set its own goals. It just executes. Just like a toddler, it reacts to its environment. It's making decisions that can be both impressive and completely nonsensical. And without supervision, AI can go completely off the rails. Unchecked AI makes biased decisions, spreads misinformation, and sometimes just makes things up. Much like a toddler left alone with a marker and a freshly painted wall. And that's where the real challenge lies. Not in AI itself, but in how we respond to it. How do we teach an AI morality when we can barely teach human beings morality? And whose morality is right? There's no easy answer for that. There's a fear building about AI, how it'll change the world. It's entirely well-founded. Almost every job that we can think of is replaceable by AI. And invariably, the top 3 challenges, or top 4 or 5 challenges, let's say, are accurately so some combination of the need to balance between automation and human impact, the ethics of AI, speed of tech development, data privacy, and most extraordinary of all, what it means to be human. Well, we can't address all of those today. We simply don't have enough time. And so, in its place, let's focus on automation and the speed of development. Throughout history, technology has never been the enemy. Poor leadership, on the other hand, has. So who's leading the AI revolution? Well, first off, we've got the politicians. They have the unenviable task of trying to focus on regulating AI, defining governance, protecting privacy, without smothering innovation. It's pretty difficult. We have corporate leaders, CEOs who need to decide how to integrate AI and future-proof their businesses without destroying workforces. We have social and ethical leaders who need to figure out how to ensure that AI remains fair, unbiased, and enhances humanity. Then we have the developers, the devs, perhaps the scariest of the bunch. They're just seeing how far they can push the tech, before the world breaks. So good leadership has never been more important. So how do we lead organizations in the age of AI? Well, we can boil it down to 3 steps, a sort of AI leadership framework. So step number 1 is we have to level the playing field. First things first, give everyone the tools. That may be instinctively abhorrent for a lot of large organizations, but there's a reason they're always looking over their shoulders at the nearest disruptor. So don't get bogged down in bureaucratic red tape or endless meetings about change management, which accrue millions of dollars in consultant fees. AI isn't waiting for organizations to get its own act together. So we need to modernize now. This isn't about just dipping your toes in the water. It's about jumping in. To guide your people through the AI revolution, you need to arm them first. Large language models shouldn't be some exclusive plaything of the tech elite. They should be distilled, fine-tuned, and deployed across every sector of the businesses. If you need stunning visuals, use diffusion models. Are you drowning in paperwork? Well, deploy LLMs for administrative tasks. Your legal and accounting teams, hand them RAG tools. The techies will understand what those are, so they can sift through mountains of data in seconds and hours, instead of hours. And speaking of data, centralize it. Operationalize a system, data lakes, compartmentalized, that make your organization's intelligence actually usable. Then build bridges to these tools. Create simple in-house apps that let different teams access AI in ways that make sense for their work. Don't force your engineers and your salespeople to work off of the same box. Customize their AI interfaces. Let them work smarter and faster. And when it comes to infrastructure, control your own destiny. If you can, run your AI models on premises. If you have to, run them off of the cloud. But whatever you do, move fast. The early adopters will dominate. Step 2, automate repetitive pipelines. Once you've armed your people with AI, you gain something very important, clarity. Suddenly you're not guessing about who's keeping up. You can see it. No more wondering who will replace AI. It's there for everyone. If everyone has access to the same powerful tools, you'll notice that some people are supercharged and others get soft replaced. Some take AI and run with it, while others let AI do the running for them. It's like filling a room with bright light. Suddenly you're going to see everything clearly. You'll see the cracks, the weak spots, the areas you need to paint over, and the areas you need to reinforce, and some that you might want to tear down entirely. AI illuminates reality, and that's how we make the real decisions. And yes, let's be blunt. If you introduce AI across your workflows and you find an entire department is fully dependent on the tech, then maybe, just maybe, that department should never really have existed in the first place. That's where automation steps in. If you use agentic frameworks and chain of thought models to identify, target, execute, and report tasks, then if you find something that is purely repetitive, entirely mechanical, let the machines handle it. Because the truth here is that tasks that require no human cognitive labor do not deserve human cognitive labor. Let the robot monkeys do the monkey work. Humans, well, humans were meant for better things. Step number 3, quality over quantity. Now we take a step back, we've set the stage. First, we democratized hyperproductivity. We gave everyone access to the most powerful tools available. Then we separated those who adapted from those who didn't. And for the ones who lagged behind, we made the hard but necessary call to automate their roles. So now we're left with the ones who thrived. The ones using AI to push new boundaries, to do exceptional work. Sounds like a happy ending, right? Well, not quite. Because there's one more thing. Bad work is about to flood everything. It'll be quick, it'll be plentiful, and it'll be just good enough to pass. But that's it. The difference between a mass-produced mediocrity and real craftsmanship is as stark as the difference between a hand-loomed cotton shirt and a polyester knockoff produced by the thousands. One feels right, it breathes, it lasts. The other, it's forgettable even before it leaves the shelf. So suddenly, consultants have the power to crank out 50 okay slide decks a day. But what if as a leader you value one great deck over 50 generic ones? That's where leadership comes in. AI enables mass production, but leadership must demand excellence. So in an age where content is cheap, when automation lets people coast, you must prioritize quality over quantity, because leadership is asset allocation. AI models are assets. Automation is an asset. People, well, they're the most valuable asset of all. But only if you find the right ones. The ones who use the tools to accelerate their potential, not just keep the lights on. The job isn't just to manage, it's to seek talent, elevate it, and reward it. Because work isn't hard anymore. Good work, on the other hand, is. And in a world drowning in mediocrity, it's never been so important or so rare. Find the ones who take the highways, not the ones idling in the slow lane. Learn, unlearn, relearn what good work is. Define it, demand it, and platform it. Good leadership in the age of AI is about empowering people, not replacing them. So we have a choice before us. Let's go back to where we started. Skynet or Star Trek. Both are possible. AI could be the greatest liberator of human creativity and the most ruthless destroyer of industries. It all depends on who's holding the reins. And here's the simple truth. Technology doesn't create dystopias. People do. If we approach AI reactively, fearfully, and short-sightedly, we build a world of layoffs, paranoia, of rushed decisions. But if we lead decisively, ethically, and intelligently, AI becomes the most powerful tool for human progress that we've ever had. This isn't some distant future. It's happening now. The AI revolution isn't happening to us, it's happening because of us. And if we're the ones who are writing this story, then let's make it a story worth telling. Thank you very much.